A big development will be happening tonight in the Raja Raghuvanshi Honeymoon murder case. The Supreme Court has refused for now to stay the bail granted to prime accused Sonam Raghuvanshi. However, the top court has issued notice to Sonam on a plea filed by the Meghalaya government challenging a bail. The state government had moved the Supreme Court after the Meghalaya High Court refused to cancel a bail earlier this week. The SG appearing for Meghalaya told the court there is a real possibility that the accused could flee if she continues to remain out on bail. The matter will now be heard in detail by the Supreme Court next Thursday. Sambhav Sharma is with us on this big story. Sambhav, what has transpired in this case today in the Supreme Court?
Well, absolutely. The hearing was in the Supreme Court, just concluded in the Supreme Court on the petitions challenging Sonam Raghuvanshi's bail. And here, there is no relief to Meghalaya government as of now, as Supreme Court refuses to stay the bail granted to Sonam Raghuvanshi as of now. Supreme Court has issued notice to Sonam Raghuvanshi on Meghalaya government's petition challenging her bail. That's second update. And Supreme Court will hear the Meghalaya government's petition seeking cancellation of Sonam Raghuvanshi's bail next Thursday. So these are three updates from the Supreme Court in this case. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared in the Supreme Court, said that this is shocking and the state challenges the High Court's order upholding bail of Sonam Raghuvanshi in Raja Raghuvanshi's murder case. And it was expected today because yesterday Solicitor General Tushar Mehta mentioned this matter before the Supreme Court and sought an urgent hearing. Supreme Court agreed to for an urgent hearing today. Matter was heard today, some 15-20 minutes in the Supreme Court, and as of now, Supreme Court has not refused. Supreme Court has refused to stay the bail granted to Sonam Raghuvanshi for now. But a notice has been issued to Sonam Raghuvanshi, and a detailed hearing is expected on Thursday because the matter is slated for further hearing on Thursday in this case. So these are the developments from the Supreme Court in Sonam.
What were the arguments? What were the arguments made in court by the Solicitor General Sambhav while seeking bail cancellation?
Well, when we talk about the arguments in the Supreme Court, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who appeared in the Supreme Court, has said that Sonam Raghuvanshi allegedly brought three assailants participated in the killing, and the body was thrown in a gorge in Meghalaya. And as he has said, that Sonam was arrested from Uttar Pradesh after allegedly absconding. And another very important argument made by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta in the Supreme Court, that as he said that earlier bail was rejected after the court found prima facie material and a risk of accused absconding. So these were the important arguments. And
stay with us. Dr. Swati Jindal Garg, AOR Supreme Court, also is joining us now live. Dr. Swati, how do you react to this development in the Supreme Court?
Well, it is a much needed one, especially after the Sia case has come into the limelight. It is seen that till now we were talking about the Me Too movement. I guess now we are in dire need of a Men Too movement. Considering everything, I believe that today, in today's age, everybody and anybody who has power is bound to misuse it. So it is no longer a question of the women being downtrodden and being the weaker sex. I think women are coming up for all the wrong reasons today.
Dr. Swati, now of course a notice has been issued, but for now the Supreme Court has refused to stay Sonam's bail. But this notice being issued as well, do you see it as a step in the right direction? The hearing, of course, expected to continue next Thursday now.
Yes, now see, the case has come up before the vacation bench. Now the thing is, the state is arguing that there is a slight risk. The state has urged the court to intervene immediately, raising concerns that the accused poses a serious risk of absconding. So because the Supreme Court has issued an official notice to Sonam, legal battle will continue because the court will now is bound to review the detailed responses from both the sides.
Thank you, Dr. Garg, for joining us with your perspective. Also, thanks to Sambhav, who joined us earlier. Meanwhile, more news.